This is Juanqui.
And this is Hawk.
And this is the J&H Podcast.
Let's go.
For a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up. Bill, I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city.
U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said, as alleged, Mayor Adams abused his position as this city's highest elected official and before that as Brooklyn Borough President to take bribes and solicit illegal campaign contributions by allegedly taking improper and illegal benefits from foreign nationals, including to allow a Manhattan skyscraper to open without fire inspection. Adams put the interests of his benefactors, including a foreign official, above those of his constituents. This office and our partners at the FBI and DOI will continue to pursue corruption anywhere in the city, especially when that corruption takes the form of illegal foreign influence on our democratic system. For nearly a decade, Adams has used his prominent position in New York City government to obtain illegal campaign contributions and luxury travel. Adams solicited and accepted these benefits from foreign national businessmen and others. Adams then pressured the New York City Fire Department to facilitate the opening of a foreign government's Manhattan skyscraper that had not passed a fire inspection. To conceal this criminal conduct, Adams took steps to hide his receipts of improper benefits from the public and law enforcement. That's what Adams has been up to. Drop a bomb on that.
That's crazy.
Translation, what do you get from that little press release? Let me tell you, the United States Attorney's Office, Southern District of New York, shout out to them. That Mr. Damian Williams.
He been putting in work.
Damian Williams said, I've been resting, but now I'm awake.
He says, I am woke and I am doing the job I was paid to do.
He said, I will be getting a higher position in this new incoming administration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop a bomb on that.
So what did you take from that?
I took from that, if Donald Trump can do it, he can do it.
Really?
Just because he's black. 100%.
Really?
Yes. But legally, I think it's messed up. Baby, he got flued out for $100,000 and put his career on the line to get flued out like a city girl.
No, he didn't put it on the line. He threw it out the window.
He threw it out the window of a 747.
Exactly, from the business class section.
The business, wait, what kind of, it was the Max.
The Max.
737 Max.
Well, you know, who the hell wants to go through 7 time zones through Istanbul when you can get there in less of a fraction of that time
if you just paid
it out of your pocket,
knowing that he makes decent money? And why would you? And did you see what the Turkish government said to him?
Yes, it's something along the lines of, it's your turn.
It's your turn to show us your your friendship or something.
Yeah, we came through for you. It's your turn. And he said, I know, because he thought that by somebody in government, in the highest level of New York City government, did not know that they could just go back to the servers and pull any deleted messages.
That's what I be telling people.
He literally is on text message telling his people, delete this message.
As if the government wouldn't retrieve
He needs to go.
everything.
He needs to go.
Yeah, he's done. And
He needs to go.
What was
He needs
crazy,
to go 40 years in jail.
He needs to go to jail, and he also needs to get all those black people from behind him on the podium. Oh, God got us, and the same old playbook. Just get a bunch of the people that you were shoving it to standing behind you. The community, the preacher.
But the crazy thing is that I feel that no matter what, the community will still be behind him because they're gonna make this a black or white issue.
Well, you heard,
and it's not a black or white issue. It's a greed and a bribery and a dishonest issue. You took money from these people. Why would you put yourself in that position to give these people that much power? Isn't he black from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Don't he know nothing about the hood?
But
You take that free baggie for you to just get it and try it, and next thing you know, you a cracked out whore in the corner of Marcy Projects.
That's usually
doing
how drug
everything and
start.
anything.
I think that the crazy part.
Oh, you're gonna ignore the crack whore in the
crack? I'm trying to just
Okay, go
glaze
ahead.
past
Fine,
that.
just continue.
I have visualizations because
Okay.
I know everybody knows one. Everyone knows one. But the crazy part was he thought he could get away with this. And he was a cop.
How?
He was a cop.
Let's put a hard stop, period, hard stop. I'm tired of people saying he was a cop. A New York City transit system.
But they have authority.
That's the train. Yeah, to write a ticket, to ride the trains and to ride the buses. That does not make a NYPD.
Listen,
that does not make an NYPD.
You can't trust any parts of the system. And he's literally abusing black and brown people financially in this city. And then he wants to come out here and have them standing behind him. And that's so typical. Like, you're a criminal. You $100,000 in flights? $100,000 in flights and upgrades.
But let me tell you, I never really liked him. I will be transparent and say I never voted for him.
I don't like him.
And then I started seeing him. He was the most fashionable mayor I could remember. Every single time he got on that screen for whatever, even during the ending of the pandemic and all that, it was tailored suits here, the little handkerchief out. He cared way too much about his appearance, given the city going straight into hell with an invasion of migrants, with an uptick of every type of issue. Okay? But he always had that cocoa butter on, and them tailor suits on, and them 2 earrings.
That's because he's probably at one of them Diddy parties.
I'm just saying. Well, he gave the key to the city.
That's right.
What did Diddy do for that key?
Well, listen, if he was corrupt to do that, then you don't know what he was doing. They probably got him on those Diddy videos, and that's why they started going hard on him too.
Maybe.
Like, watch this comes out. When that comes out, a lot of these politicians are going down. But for him to be in one of the largest cities in America, why would you even do something like that? And you're black. So they already have a target on you because you are black. And then you got all this migrant stuff going on and corruption all around in governments. You thought they wasn't going to look at you?
I just don't. And let me tell you something. These people, I know this for a fact, when they get into these positions, there's an ethics committee and they get trained on what they can and can't do. How to separate your personal from business expenses. What not to do. What's not allowed. They get this drill that you can't say, I did not know I was not. No, you can't say that. No. You cannot say that.
Well, at first I was thinking, what is the New York City mayor doing in Turkey? But then you could actually go over there and be like, I want you guys to invest more in New York City. I see that you guys are building this or something like that. I'm going to
give you an example. I'm going to give you a perfect example. I went to college, right? College for criminal justice, right? I have a law background, right? And there was many initiatives were sponsored by, partnership, the school, a little bit of the school, a little bit of you, and a little bit of the city. They will send groups out there. They sent professors with highly trained NYPD detectives after 9/11, and also some grad students to the Middle East to give trainings or to just have panels and see how they're doing things versus what we're doing. What's the energy like? What's the smoke towards New York City? Okay. So those type of cross countries
type of events
happen because and there's all types, education wise, joint efforts. Sometimes they go over there to learn what they're doing and see if maybe we can tweak something and use it, or if we're still doing the best that we can. So those type of cultural experiences, education, they do exist in government, definitely. I've seen the Board of Education officials go all the way to Thailand to see how their education system was.
Well, that's doing research on other cultures and seeing how they are implementing things. I think that's smart.
Government sponsored. I've seen it government sponsored.
But he went on vacation.
Right.
Well, I mean, you can tie that into a vacation.
You can, yes.
And I've seen it done. He did this the proper way and got away with not paying for it. But he is too flashy. That's probably. And then I seen one of the I didn't see, but one of the text messages told his secretary or something like that, "Oh, I left the cash to pay for this in your drawer, and make sure you delete this message."
Right.
Why would you say that?
Because
first of all, you are
guilty.
A cop, so you know how dumb criminals can be.
He's guilty.
And you're gonna be a dumb criminal?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. And I don't know. I didn't like the way he was running New York City anyway. And I think he needs to go regardless of this and how this is gonna turn out. And then he lied and he used $10 million of fake campaign donations. And you know the city matches the donations.
Yeah.
So therefore he has over $20 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you got $100,000 and the city will give you $100,000. So that's $200,000 of fraudulent money.
Yeah.
So if it was 10 million, I'm not sure if it was the 10 million total or 5 million from foreign entities and then the city matched them 5 million and that equaled to 10. But all I know is they said $10 million in fraudulent campaign funds.
And let me tell you something. That could be that could have been the difference between him putting us through what we're going through versus somebody who was highly skilled
That's what
better
people are
trained
saying.
and could handle. You know, that could have been the difference between the invasion of migrants because he decided to say come one, come all on national television versus somebody who would have shut the F up.
And like the rest of these mayors and governors are doing.
And the influx would have been less.
You know what's crazy? That makes so much sense. And I heard someone say something similar to that effect that, you know, all that money that he had was used to make himself more visible than other candidates.
Yes.
And this is what happens when you hire people who have no experience in politics.
Right.
And this is what happens. You can't hire kindergarten cops to run a city and think that they have any knowledge of budgeting. You can tell he doesn't know what he's doing just by him getting flown out for $100,000. When I heard that number,
it wasn't even
$100,000.
Some of these flights, that's the total, right?
Yeah, the total.
But some of these things, I was hearing some of the numbers, and we'll come back as this unfolds. He recently pleaded not guilty, as expected,
of course,
and says that and he refuses to resign.
The governor can get him out of there.
Yeah, but she's treading lightly
because he's black.
Eventually, he's going to resign. Eventually, he's going to resign.
He's going to jail.
But that's because she's going to say either you resign or I'm going to, and everybody knows that that's the worst.
Yeah.
So he's going to eventually resign. He said that he's going, and the thing is, it's the audacity, and he gets up there all smiles, ear to ear.
You see how they dropped the receipts after?
Oh yes.
Yeah, when you
and that's when I was like, oh wow, like so with the numbers, some of these things, these business class upgrades. Honestly, I'm not trying. I was like, I can do that.
Yeah.
You and I can.
Yeah.
You and I have done that.
Anybody can.
We can do that. Even if it's putting in our credit card, we can do that. We can make that experience happen with our own money. You as a mayor, you didn't have those funds
to do that. Like
as a mayor, you didn't have those funds. You had to go and give these people power over you and bribery and the whole night to be able to put you and your girlfriend for the moment of a first class ticket on a business class. Like what? Really?
And to go to Istanbul, who the wants to go there?
Because that's where they were transferring. They had to be Istanbul because it was Turkish Airlines.
Who wants to go to Turkey?
You know, it's like saying, I'm doing the bribery thing with Delta Airlines and I always have to end up in Atlanta or JFK because that's where the hubs are.
You know what I just
That's
realized?
what it was. And they were like, well, if he's going to, Florida, right? He's going to Florida, but he's taking Delta and is going to Atlanta to Cali to then Florida. Why didn't he just get to JetBlue from New York to Florida? And it's because the bribe is with Delta, and Delta only does that route that way. That's what it was. One time he flew across 7 time zones to get to his destination. 7 time zones.
That is a cheap
where he could have just taken one from JFK direct
and got there in half the time.
Exactly.
See, that's crazy. And then you know what else? I'm thinking about it. If you think about it in a collective, he was probably getting comped hotel stays out there. And because I was like, who wants to go to vacation in Turkey? No, nothing against Turkey. But when I think of vacations, I think of beaches. I think of, white sand. I think of, resorts. You went to Turkey on a vacation. So what? You were probably getting free hotel stays, free food. You probably had a driver and stuff like that. But you gave away your mayoral duties for a free hotel and free food and free flights?
To try to impress the girlfriend, probably.
That is so stupid.
To try to impress the girlfriend whose cell phone has also been seized.
I want to know.
They're gonna put her on a stand because they're not married.
They're gonna body her.
She's gonna have to. Yeah.
I want to know about the assets that he's acquired as the mayor of New York, because I know he has to have with all of this money that's flown around. He probably has a ridiculous. You know what probably put him on the radar? He probably has a $1 million, $2-3 million house somewhere in New York. He probably riding around in a Bentley or something like that. He is definitely one of those people that are going to be flamboyant with their money.
Well, he was flamboyant with them suits.
There you go.
I could not get over them suits. I'm like, look at this custom-made tailor suits. And he's giving press conferences about the hunger in New York City.
He looks a little, twinkle, twinkle.
He does look twinkle, twinkle, yeah. I told you, the cocoa butter is always in the face. You never call him ashy, even in the middle of storms, in the middle of you see when there's like when the ish is going down, the mayors come out with that little T-shirt that says FEMA on it and a hat. Hoko, I give it to her shovel face. I call her shovel face because it's just flat and square like a shovel. She comes out there looking hideous.
Looking hit.
But she come out, give her press conference. No, not Adams. Adams always had the glam squad right before.
Oh, he giving Mariah Carey.
He giving I travel with my own crew. Clearly, in business class, thanks to the Turkish government.
I can't.
Disgusting. Absolutely. And I hope and I know, Damian Williams, you have to make your college proud, your fraternity proud. Okay, Miss Girl Honey Thing, babe. Okay, you have to do the damn thing and make an example out of this man. Mm-hmm. And I love that it's black on black.
Oh, I love it.
You cannot say it's a white prosecutor. No, it's black on black.
Black on black and trying to take the city back. You have messed this city up. We are tired of you. We are tired of the influx of migrants. We're tired of these messed up bridges and Did you see the tunnel?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a tunnel underwater and it's leaking into the vents.
Right.
How do you allow...
And this is not a priority.
How do you, the roads are trash in New York. I'm tired of it. Get them out of here.
Well, we're going to be abreast of the situation. It's heating up. Clearly, he is not going to be up for re-election. Thank God. They are botting him right at the end.
Oh, he's done.
And I hope that they do make an example out of him. They have to, because this is going to send a strong message to anybody in the entire country. They are going to. And I don't need him to do 40 years in Martha's Vineyard.
No.
I don't need him to do 40 years in Mar-a-Lago.
We need him in a Turkish prison.
I need him to do 20 years in Rikers Island. Drop a bomb on that.
20 years in Rikers.
They should. He should be able to.
They'll put him there for like a good 5 until they transfer him to upstate somewhere. That's crazy. Get this man out of here, babe. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Listen, you get what you deserve. You can't do to people like that. I'm tired of my taxpayer dollars going to some BS anyway. So good luck and good riddance.
And let's see how this turns out. With that said, Hulk, take us out.
Yes, we can be found on all major streaming platforms. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can find us.
Or you can stream us at www.jnhpodcast.com. There you will find a player and you can stream us right off our website.
Hey.